Welcome everyone. Welcome to Purple LunaRose Tarot and Astrology. Tonight we're going to be reading for the Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. I am looking at the week of March 24th through March 30th, and your biggest cosmic influence this week will be that full moon lunar eclipse in the sign of Libra. Comes in on March 25th around 3 a.m. Eastern Time. So this full moon is going to have us begin to see relationships come full circle. I want to mention, because I feel like I haven't mentioned it for the water signs or the fire signs, that this Libra full moon lunar eclipse, of course, is connected to our south node. So remember, the south node is currently in Libra, right? And south node is what we're leaving behind, what we're closing out. So definitely could be a very challenging full moon, especially with this Libra eclipse, right? Let's see, guys. Don't forget, we are multi-streaming 3 different platforms. So I'm on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch all at the same time. I can't seem to remember to do a Twitch raid to save my life. So I guess we're just gonna try again today, right? Try to do it again today. Personal readings and all other PLR links can be found in the description box of this video. I am going to start with a collective reading, but I do have a few announcements before we get started. We did a special live for Divine Feminine Energy. We did the Celtic Cross, kind of the counterbalance of the Divine Masculine Celtic Cross that we did the other day, where we looked at the communication issues. For Divine Feminine, it was definitely about clean slate, starting a new journey, starting a new path on your journey, right? So that reading is posted over on our YouTube channel under the live tab. Masculine Energy also posted YouTube channel live tab. And then the last announcement I have is solar eclipse readings have been going out today. So I gifted several this solar eclipse reading. I sent some out yesterday. Several went out today. I have about 5 left to go, so I should get those done in the next couple of days. So make sure you're keeping an eye out on your email. If we talk personally, I have just been messaging guys and letting you know that they're finished. All right, so that is all the announcements. Hi, Sandra. Look at you over there on Twitch. I kept saying, we keep forgetting the raid. I forgot the raid yesterday. Can you believe that? Like after that water sign, I was like, I had it all in my notes. I was like, there's no way that we can forget. And, I forgot. I know, right? I mean, like, even if it's just us in there, you know what I mean? Like, it would still be pretty cool. Yeah. I'm going to try. I'm going to try really hard to remember it today. I need to talk about the current energy just a little bit. So we are still in that Leo moon energy, right? Leo, that passionate, courageous lion. I will say that I feel like I was really productive this morning, like really woke up really fired up, that Leo passionate energy, right? And then I would say, I guess about 2 o'clock, I had a one-on-one live that had to reschedule. I guess it would have been after 2 o'clock because we did the one live at 1 o'clock. Then I did the 2 o'clock and I thought, man, I have this free time. I don't know what I'm going to do, right? So I kind of sat here for a second and I was like, I could keep doing more readings. I could knock out some more of these solar, eclipse readings. And you know how when you have like a baby and they take a nap, and you're like, oh my gosh, I should lay down while they're taking a nap. I totally had that feeling. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have this pause, this moment, right? We finished all the lives, we finished the one-on-one, we had to reschedule the one, right? So I had like this free hour and a half. I was like, I'm gonna lay down. You guys, I laid down and took a nap. I don't remember falling asleep and I don't even remember waking up. Like this was the most deep sleep I can remember in a very long time. And I don't know, I just feel like I haven't been the same since, right? So super different, weird energy today for sure. All right, let's timestamp. Let's get started. Let's do 4:33 for the collective. I pulled out the Heal Yourself reading cards. All right, so I'm going to start masculine energy first. I have the soulmate card coming out. 14, the warning force giving me the 5. It's saying that there could be a change in a soulmate situation, relationship situation. And then we have the pride card on the bottom. So the pride card talks about how we're not always right about something. And again, I mean, it's this Libra moon, right? It's this eclipse energy. We are very much, all of us, not just masculine energy, but all of us reflecting on all of our relationships at this time. Let me know, is the music a little bit too loud? Can you hear it any? I forgot to turn it down. All right, let's look at that feminine energy. So we have the half faith, number 22. Twos are definitely sticking out. 2 and 2 is 4. It's giving me like 11, 11. So it's like have faith in your journey, right? I see the patience card. How many of you guys are, I don't know how many readings I've done today, guys. I'm sick of the word patient. Are you guys sick of the word patience? I feel like I've seen it all day, every day, it seems like. And especially on this very specific journey, we see the word patience, and spirit gives us this guidance all the time, all the time. So there's something definitely, and I heard too, like I just heard the message, you've come this far, like you've had patience this long, something like that. All right, let's look at the bridging energy. So remember, the bridging energy is going to be your current spiritual lesson. It can be different people, different places, but it's the same spiritual lesson at the same time. So we have the inner child. 1 and 6 is coming out. It's giving me this. The 7s have been giving me more of a, sometimes it gives me like a karmic cycle type of energy, but here lately it's been more of, there's something spiritual. There's something like crystal clear about the 7. And so with inner child, this is what we're healing in this journey, right? The abandonment, the inner child wounds, the rejection, that type of energy. I feel like it's distracting me. I don't know why. It's so weird. Normally the music doesn't bother me at all. Super weird, right? So inner child, the abandonment, rejection. I feel like we're getting assistance in that. That's why the 7 was sticking out. All right, so it's earth signs. I decided to use the Gilded Tarot. Let's look at that soulmate energy. It's weird, like a semi truck just drove by, so I heard the rumble. You know how like when the tire hits the side of the road and kind of makes that weird rumble sound? It's kind of giving me this energy like something could be like out of alignment, like driving off the road. All right, so we have the Star card, Aquarius energy. This is going to have something to do with hope, purification, cleansing. The Hermit is here. This is going to be Dark Night of the Soul. And we have 4 of Wands here. 4 of Wands is again the 11-11, the twin flame energy. It's that firm foundation, financial security. You do see the family in the middle there. And I'm noticing that like in the Hermit card, the 2 major arcana is coming out for masculine energy right away. But I'm noticing the snake, like he's seeing the snake. It's like something about spotting the snake in this, you know, in this place where he's built this foundation, right? he could be cleaning this out, right? Like removing this energy away from himself. I do see the Emperor Aries energy. So on Have Faith, I'm going to take it. Look at that. Queen of Cups, big confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. And Four of Pentacles. So normally when I see Four of Pentacles, I get this energy like Spirit saying that I need to release the grip, like stop holding on to something so tightly. When I turned it over this time, I got the energy of more of like, hold on to your faith, right? Hold on to your faith. So remember the card was Have Faith. I feel like you have faith and it's grown tremendously. You have this Emperor card here. It's made you very powerful. Queen of Cups is just giving me confirmation that you're the divine feminine energy. But Four of Pentacles says, hold on to that faith. Hold on. All right, so inner child is the bridging energy. So a lot of us could be feeling this abandonment energy. A lot of us could be feeling this rejection. A lot of times when we're healing these energies, it's like they come back to the surface. Jenna, I was watching the water signs from yesterday, and I noticed in the comments that you were talking about a species of crows. I wrote it in my notes to ask you about that. All right, inner child, we have Queen of Wands. This is about being kind to yourself and others. It's about having confidence in yourself. The High Priestess energy is here. I heard 1 foot in, 1 foot out, but it's not really about that. It's about having access to all sides. And Knight of Wands is here. Passion, courage. I'm not really necessarily picking up any type of reckless energy. It's almost like we're over that type of energy, right? All right, I am going to use the Romance Angels for Head, Heart, Higher Self. So we've seen Aquarius energy for the masculine, Virgo energy for the masculine. We see Aries energy coming out for the feminine, which is interesting because Aries energy is normally very masculine energy, right? I think this is about us taking a direction in our life, right? I think that's why we're having to have faith, because we're taking such a like a huge turn here. And it's interesting because we're in this eclipse energy, right? And the eclipses are about major turns in your path, in your journey, right? All right, so let's start on the masculine side. And I'm looking at thoughts, feelings, and a higher self lesson. Thoughts, feelings, and higher self lesson. All right, so heart-to-heart conversation. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other is coming out for divine masculine. So they could feel like they need to have conversations with more than one person. I've been feeling like they, we've been talking about it. We did that divine masculine Celtic cross the other day where there was communication issues. And I said, several of you have came into communication after years and years of separation, which is beautiful, right? And it's like we're in this energy where we're trying to keep the peace because we're just in such shock, I think, for some of us, that it's, like this energy is still here, that we're still having these interactions and that it's still interacting in our own energetic fields, right? Like it's shocking, especially after such long periods of separation. So I feel like what's happening is no one's really having like the talk, right? Because, we're just trying to keep the peace. A lot of us are just really excited to like see our friend again, right? Or a lot of us are just, I don't know, like happy to reconnect and not trying to like make anything more challenging or more difficult than this journey already is. But it's interesting because it's like the divine masculine headspace is like they know that these conversations need to be had, right? And I do feel like there's some energies around them. So it's like not just with divine feminine. I mean, unless that you're in union, right? I mean, it's very possible. I feel like if you're in union with your twin, you're probably not watching these readings because you've probably healed some version, some level, and you're probably out following your purpose together, right? So I feel like it's about having these heart to heart conversations with people around them and the divine counterpart. We have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going in the heart space. So I did feel that soulmate card. You see in the soulmate card where it's like one person is like an apparition and the other person is solid. And we also seen the pride card, right? So in the heart space, it's very possible that this divine masculine could have been in a relationship, which is common, right? When you meet your twin, most of the time you're in karmic relationships. That's not abnormal, right? And those karmic relationships are there to teach us lessons in life, right? But there's never really like a balanced, it's not a two of cups type of relationship, right? It's not that like I give to you and you give back to me equally, right? It's more of a taking type of energy. And that's those karmic energies. That's the lessons that we have to learn. So I feel like that could be something that's happening in the heart space. They could feel like, I heard the word alone, but it's also like they feel like they don't have like that companionship or that partnership or that type of intimate partner. For higher self passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So higher self is kind of teaching them why that's important, right? Like why the why it needs to be equal, why it needs to be balanced, why the effort has to be the same. It can't be a giver and a taker. It has to be two givers. On the bottom, we have give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. So that could be what it is that they're trying to do. All right, let's do divine feminine, head, heart, higher self. So divine feminine thoughts, feelings, and higher self lesson. So we have the honeymoon card. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. There's something about some future excitement that I'm picking up with this energy, but I'm also getting like some of you could be reminiscing. We just had that Cancer moon. I know, like for a couple of days there definitely was this energy of like nostalgia, remembering things from the past. We have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. This is in the heart space. So I feel like divine feminine, I feel like we've been making some pretty big changes in our personal lives. And it is because we've been working on this codependency issue, right? And I think that this eclipse that's happening right now is definitely, like I said earlier, where it's giving us this change in our path, right? It's like we're taking a new direction. That's what eclipses do. And I do feel that we're doing that in order to break free from a codependent issue, right? And it doesn't necessarily have to be like counterpart. For me, it's about getting out of my comfort zone, right? Very soon is in here for higher self, for divine feminine. It says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So I do have this energy like we are at this brink of something, especially with this eclipse period, the Libra eclipse, and then we have that Aries solar eclipse happening. And I do feel like by the time that Aries solar eclipse is here, we need to know what it is that we want. Like we need to know which direction we want to take. We need to actually already be headed in that direction, right? On the bottom, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Yes, Jenna. I seen that. I seen that. I was like, there's no way. I've never heard of this before. But all the fishing that I've been doing, how interesting, right? Like, you have to tell me more about this fish crow. right, so I'm going to do messages, and I'm going to pull 3 from Divine Masculine to Divine Feminine. And then we'll pull 3 from Divine Feminine to Divine Masculine. So I did pull out the OGs. So these are messages from my own journey. I get people that message me and ask me to do lives or do readings with just the message cards. um, I think that you guys like them so much because they're real, right? Like conversation that actually happened. It's something that someone actually said. These could be things that they've said to you before. I feel like we see that a lot in this journey. Like we have a lot of the same experiences, and we have a lot of the same conversations, and people tend to say some of the same phrases, right? It could be a higher self message. It could be something that they want to say, but they feel like they can't for whatever reason, and vice versa when we do from, either side, right? All right, let's start Divine Masculine to Divine Feminine. I can see you even in the dark. It's my new personal favorite. I actually just made it not too long ago, but it comes from like the beginning of the journey. Which is interesting because I seen that honeymoon card, and I talked about like reminiscing and like back in that bubbly type of, at the beginning of your journey. I've been thinking about that a lot here lately. And that's when that message comes from that time. So that's pretty interesting, right? You're good. You got the essentials. You got it. This was a period where it was the codependency, right? Like I felt like I couldn't do something on my own. Like I thought I had to have assistance, or I had to have something. I didn't realize that like it was me all along. I was doing it myself the whole time, and I didn't need anything or anyone, right? And I can hear you. The telepathy has been freaking crazy huge, right? And for those of you that are in contact, I mean, just start asking for confirmation. Just start asking for confirmation. And if you're scared to ask for confirmation, ask Spirit to show you confirmation through your counterpart if you're in communication. And then they'll just come to you and be like, blah, 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 blah. That's been happening a lot for a lot of you guys. And you'll hear other twin flame tarot readers talking about the telepathy right now. What does it mean? I don't know. Remember, I'm never going to come out here and tell you that I have all the answers. Like, I'm in this boat too. I'm experiencing this journey too, right? But the telepathy has been, I feel like for me, it was always easy. I don't know, never struggled, never had a problem with it. But I have had other people say that they felt disconnected, or they felt like they hadn't heard from their counterpart in a very long time. I feel like because I don't know, I can communicate, I guess you would say, like I have conversations with spirit, like I talk to God on a regular basis, right? I feel like the telepathy with a twin wasn't ever that challenging for me, or wasn't ever that difficult. However, for counterpart energy, I can't really tell you at this moment in my journey the level of difficulty for that side of the situation, right? I have a feeling that I imagine it's not fun sometimes. All right, let's do 3 from Divine Feminine to Divine Masculine. Good night card comes out. I have no regrets comes out, and push it to the limits. The push it to the limits. That's me, the telepathy. when I got that message, I was pushing it to the limits. And it was, I wouldn't say telepathy as in like a conversation or words exchange. It was more about like an energetic exchange. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Like, are you guys ever just going about your day? And you're just like, let's say you're at work and you're just, you know, you're not even thinking about your journey. You're just trying to live your everyday regular life. And then, I don't know, a breeze could come by and you feel it carrying that energy, right? You can feel it in other people too. Like, I've had experiences. I talk about that story where I used to work at that gas station up here by the interstate, right? And I would have these random people like come out of their car, like off the interstate and out of their car and like come into the gas station. And it was a really small gas station, like really, you know, you open the door and bam, the person's right there. And they would like open the door and say these just weird things, right? That like something only my counterpart would know, or only, you see what I'm saying? Like only they would say, or you know, stuff like that, right? Have you guys ever had that happen? You hear that a lot with the twin energy. It's like you can feel it coming through in different people in different places, and it doesn't have to be people, like animals, nature. I mean, it could be all kinds of different things that you experience this energy. The most recent time it happened was actually a very dear friend of mine. I was having one of those moments in life where everything was just shit. You know what I mean? And I was just like at that, I just want to give up type of energy. I just want to quit. You can't quit, right? There's no out. But I just was there, right? And she said something to me, and not only were her words like, you know, what would have, you know, like the other person, like the counterpart would have been saying, but it was like the words that they use, or the type of words, right, that they use. And it even had like a tone that was very similar, right? It got my attention right away. Like, I remember the hairs on the back of my neck just kind of stand up, you know what I mean? And I knew right it was a direct, you know, message, but it was like you're experiencing it through different people, places, things, right? I need more time is on the bottom. All right, so now we're gonna do guidance, and I did pull out the Blessed Bee Oracle because they have become my favorite this week. We have a blessing to shield and safeguard you. That's pretty interesting because I feel like Spirit had me. I burned some sage today, guys. I burned some Palo Santo. I burned some Baileys, but that's a whole different story. But it definitely was like this day of cleansing. It's interesting because I remember I was telling you guys yesterday about how I watched this other Twin Flame Tarot Readers live stream yesterday. She was also talking about cleansing and the importance of cleansing. And I remember making a comment like, you know, cleansing for us on this journey should be like water intake. Like, you know how everywhere we go, we have this bottle of water. You know how everywhere we go, we're drinking our tea, right? Everywhere we go, we are purifying, we're removing all those toxins. Cleansing your energetic field should be something that you do just as much as drinking water every day. It shouldn't be like I don't cleanse one time a day. These little sage bundles, they come in bags. um, Actually, this one is for pretty. Like, this is the one that I actually use. They come in bags, right? Um, and you go through them pretty quickly. The Palo Santos, they come in bags. There's several of them in a bag, right? Um, it should be something that we're doing every time we feel anything at all. Crystals can be good. Like there's some certain crystals I feel like I need to get with Sandra and find out for sure before I start listing them off. That I like to carry, that are specifically that I like to carry for cleansing. And you know what I'm starting to notice, in my crystals, you know how people say that they catch things? I'm honestly starting to believe that. Like I can see little things. I look at them so long, right? I have them in my hands all the time. I'm constantly playing with them, using them, rubbing them. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like I'm starting to be able to remember them and know what they look like. And so when I notice that something is off or different, I'm like, oh, look at that, it worked. And then of course that's why we need to cleanse them, like for full moons, the new moons, all that time. I like to do mine with the new moon. It doesn't really matter. You can do it with any moon phase. But yes, cleansing should be something that's like all the time, every day. So important. All the time. Can't express it. All the time, every day, like water intake. A blessing on your family is here. The unicorn is sticking out to me again. We see a card, I want to say it was yesterday in the collected, and it may have been like masculine energy, where there was a family, and the unicorn stuck out to me. I want to say I thought she was holding the unicorn, and it was like a child, right? Definitely gave me that type of energy. So the numbers are sticking out, 45 and 15. So I see the 5s everywhere. And a blessing for peace of mind. The crows are sticking out. There's something about thoughts, messages. A blessing on your wisdom is on the bottom. All right, so that's going to be your collective. I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that was helpful. I'm going to clean up really quickly, and then we're going to start with Taurus. I've been seeing a lot of those birds too, especially like on the side of the road eating the things. And it's funny because especially like I know like Miss Tina, she hates them. But there's lots of people that don't like the big black birds, right? And it's interesting because did you know that like all that nasty dead shit you see on the side of the road, like those big ugly birds that nobody likes, like they clean all that nasty stuff so that you don't have to see it when you go driving in your car with your family down the road. So I don't know. I don't dislike those big birds. But do they kind of give you like a weird vibe sometimes? Yeah. Do they crow all freaking crazy? Yeah. I pay attention. Like, I pay attention when things are crowing at me. Like I'm listening. Hey, look at that. Sina says she has a crow tarot deck. I feel like they're everywhere. We see them in the tarot everywhere in the oracle. I always see them as protection, but I told Michelle that they were protection the other day, and then Spirit yelled at me. Spirit didn't yell at me. Spirit doesn't yell. Just makes you watch an hour-long video on crows. Buzzards. That's it. That's it, Gemma. I don't know. I live in this really pretty town, with this beautiful lake, right? I love the lake here. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to get back on the lake, you guys. Yeah, so it's a very clean place. When you drive down the road, you know, everything's green and pretty, and we have different kinds of trees and leaves. Like I lived in Colorado, and there's only the one type of tree. You know what I mean? Like here, there's all kinds of different, you know, different stuff. I love seeing like the rolling hills as I'm driving down the road, and everything just looks so pretty and clean. And people don't realize that like it wouldn't be that way if it wasn't for those birds. All right, I'm going. I promise. Let's do the Heal Yourself reading cards, energy of the week, and then we'll do Sacred Traveler. I'm gonna stick with the Gilded Tarot. Blessed Be for guidance, and the Moonology Oracle. And I pulled the Blessed Be book out so we can look up the guidance. The fish crow has a higher pitch call and it looks smaller than a regular crow. Interesting. I didn't know that like there was more than one kind. And when I read it, I was watching the water signs, and when I seen you put fish crow, I was like, no way, no way. All right, let's do 36, 33 for Taurus. Taurus, this is for March 24th through March 30th. And I am starting out with the Heal Yourself reading cards. We do have that Libra lunar eclipse this week on the 25th. Remember, the South Node is in Libra, so I feel like this is going to be important for the Earth signs because it's telling me that you're going to be reflecting on relationships because that's what the Libra moon makes us do anyway. But you're going to be closing out relationships, closing out stagnant relationships, closing out you know, old chapters and starting new chapters, right? I just want to say too, I feel like that doesn't necessarily mean, Taurus, that like let's say you're in a relationship. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're getting out of a relationship. Again, closing out old chapters in order to start a new chapter. Let's say you're in a relationship, but you are still hung up on the person from before. So it's like you close out that old chapter so that you're able to move forward with the person that you're with. That's going to be for somebody out there. It's so specific. All right, Heal Yourself reading cards. Energy of the week for Taurus. We have victim consciousness number 12. Ooh, not liking that. All right, let's pull the Sacred Traveler out. Victim consciousness is that energy where you're like, whoa, me, look at more crows. But it's like, why is this happening to me? Or why did this happen to me? Okay, so that's what I'm picking up. So why did this happen? So something has already happened. You could get a message this week on like why something happened. Guys, too. So not only do we have this Libra full moon lunar eclipse, but like right around the corner, we also have this Mercury retrograde, and we're in those Mercury retrograde shadows right now. I'm not a fan of Mercury retrograde, but I don't want you guys to be like, I don't know. Don't be like me. Don't allow, like every time Mercury, we have Mercury retrograde 3 times a year, and 3 times a year, me, Rosa, personally, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be a pain in my you know what, right? Don't do that because that's just me making my own journey more challenging than it needs to be, right? Retrogrades are an opportunity. It's an opportunity to revisit that planet's energy. You probably have something you need to close out with someone from your past. That's kind of the energy that I'm picking up. And the crow kind of tells me it's very possible that this person comes back around. I don't even think you're in victim consciousness energy now. I think this is connected to that past person, right? Maybe they come back and you're like, what the heck? Why do I have to deal with this now, right? I will say this. Sometimes these retrogrades, sometimes, I mean, it is kind of, we see these memes, we make these jokes about how, the universe trying to see if we've learned our lesson yet. Sometimes that could definitely be the case. All right, Taurus. Challenge or obstacle, first light, beginning a new cycle. So it's kind of what I said. It's like you need to move on. You leave something in the past, close an old chapter out. It's almost like it's keeping you from being able to move forward. In fact, ascending the mountain, keep going forward is your lesson learned. Thank you, Spirit. And discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. So yes, something's already happened to you. This is a previous situation. Like you've already dealt with this relationship, you already found truth out about it, and you're going to stand in that truth when this person tries to return and do whatever it is that they do. Gates of Triumph is on the bottom, so it's like you are successful with the situation. All right, Taurus, let's look at the victim consciousness. Let's see if we can find out who. It's number 12. All right, so Three of Wands is about taking action towards your future. It says your ships have come in. Nine of Wands could have you some stubborn energy. It is about needing to see something from a different perspective. The Emperor is here taking control of a situation. It could be an Aries that you're dealing with, Taurus. The Wands are sticking out to me. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It could be someone that thinks they know it all, right? That's a little bit of some Emperor energy. But I do feel like, Taurus, this is something that's coming back around. And Nine of Wands tells me you've dealt with this energy for a very long time. All right, first light, beginning a new cycle is your challenge or obstacle because you need to start a new chapter, right? You need to leave this in the old, in the past. And it's not necessarily that, I want to say this too, like I feel like whatever energy this is, it doesn't mean that you're like, it's going to fall off the side of the earth, right? Like it's not forever and ever type of thing. It's like you need to go do something and they need to go do something. All right, beginning a new cycle. So the Knight of Cups is here, being courageous enough to deliver a message about how you feel. Queen of Wands, being confident enough in yourself, Taurus. Two of Wands, to make the right decision, Ascending the mountains, keep going forward is your lesson learned. So that's what's going to help you when you're making this decision. And the message is keep going forward. Keep going forward. King of Pentacles, protector, provider. It's like stepping up to the plate energy. Six of Swords is here, being guided by spirit to calmer waters. And Seven of Swords is also here. And Seven of Swords here lately has been giving me this watch your back type of energy. Watch your back, protect yourself type of energy. Discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. I feel like you found truth out about this person already, right? And now the victim consciousness is because you're just wondering, like, why am I having to do this again? Like, why is this person coming back around? I already know who they are. I've already seen them in the light of truth, right? And the Strength card. So it's definitely going to be a test for us. Like, are you strong enough to overcome, right? Are you going to make the same mistake over? Seven of Cups. Do you make the same choice over? And remember, the Seven of Cups, look at this tower. Have mercy, Taurus. Girl. All right. So the Seven of Cups is options, choices, right? And it's the one that one time, like one of the cups is going to have poison. The other cup's going to have gold. You have to be really cautious what choice you make. The Tower here, shock, surprise. Three of Pentacles is on the bottom. Ace of Wands, Nine of Swords. Okay, so the shock or surprise is that it comes in quickly. Whatever it is, fate, destiny, like bound to happen type of energy. doesn't necessarily mean that you pick the wrong cup, right? Just shocks you that you have the option. It might shock this person too when you kind of like, look how he's the naked guy jumping out of the building. I'm just saying. All right, Taurus. Let's do some guidance. Leo energy coming out strongly. Aries energy coming out strongly. A blessing on your sleep. The owl for wisdom. A blessing for support. I'm getting like that knight in shining armor type of energy. And a blessing for growing older. It's going to have something to do with the wisdom, right? The owl is sticking out. Like, you've learned this lesson already, Taurus. Let's not learn it again. But I definitely feel like someone from the past comes back. It's definitely a test. Are you going to make the right decision? And whoever this is, it's like, you know, there's a lot of passion here, because that lion, it's like, it's hard for you to fight back this energy. The energy is gaining momentum. It's the waxing moon. Surrender to the divine. It's the full moon. Ooh, look at that one. Believe in the impossible. The blue moon. You ones are safe. New moon Cancer is on the bottom. All right, Taurus, I'm going to leave it right there. I hope that reading was helpful. I'm going to clean up really quickly. We're going to move on to Virgo. I forgot I was going to read it out of the book. Oops. We'll do Virgos for sure. I was worried that I took that nap and that I wouldn't, you know, like I'd be up all night. I can totally tell that's not going to be a problem. Are they loud, Sandra, or is it like little chirps? She said, I have 2 parakeets beside me right now, just seeing away. Maybe they're fighting and kissing. I don't know. New to being a bird mom. I don't know. I like the birds. But I feel like inside, I don't know, it would just be so much, right? She said they can be very loud. Oh, I feel like they would be so loud. How do you guys feel? Do you guys feel sleepy? I feel like I need a soda or something. You know what I mean? Like coffee. Sandra said exhausted, but you've been painting. I seen in the comments where you said you were painting too. I didn't see that the other day. As water signs, apparently I remembered to hit the button. I probably didn't for the earth signs. I know, right? I swear sometimes it just does it itself. It's like spirit's like, yep, somebody needs to see this. Taco the boy loves videos on other birds. You named him Taco. I love that. All right, let's get to it. Ooh, I seen it too, the 4933, but I'm gonna do it. Let's do 4939. For Virgo, this is going to be from March 24th through March 30th. We do have Libra, full moon, lunar eclipse. And please remember that the South Node is also in Libra. So this is an extra potent eclipse. Eclipses are already potent. This is extra potent, right? South Node is what you're leaving behind. Libra rules 7th house relationships. So to say this is going to be a challenging full moon would be a complete understatement. For some of you, though, I feel like it could, I'm hearing like solidify something. I don't really use that word, so that's interesting. But it's like make something stronger, more committed. All right, so energy of the week, March 24th through the 30th for Virgo. You have the letting go card. Ooh, hole in the soul is here, longing energy. It's giving me some dark night of the soul. And I'm not gonna start guessing just yet. Let's pull some more. So remember, Libra full moon, Libra South Node, something from your past. We're needing to put something to rest, is what I heard. All right, infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. This is the challenge or obstacle. I'm definitely seeing like the family, a large group of people, you know, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, faraway places. Get ready for new horizons. Wondrous universe, walk in beauty. Here lately, when I've been seeing that wondrous universe, I've been picking up like the astrology type of energy, like the cosmos are assisting you in some way. Reaching your destination, your light is shining brightly is on the bottom, and that could be how the cosmos are assisting, right? Like they could help you be reaching this faraway place that you're going to. This should be a lesson learned that you could help you with this, but I think, Virgo, that this is going to be something that's actually happening right now. So when I heard the word solidify, I thought it meant that you could be making a stronger commitment to something. And I do feel that that is what it means. But I think in order to make that commitment to whatever it is, it's like you're going to have to let this go first. You're going to have to release this, whatever you're having to let go first before you can make that commitment, right? All right, Virgo, let's look at the letting go. Six of Pentacles says you get help. Knight of Wands could be some reckless energy, and the Hanged Man. So you've had trouble letting this energy go for a minute, right? So it's like you've been holding on to whatever it is. The Knight, you're getting assistance because something is stopping you from taking passionate action, or your action is reckless, right? The Hanged Man is kind of telling me that you're not really taking any action. It's kind of stopping you from taking action. The Hanged Man is that Pisces energy where he's hanging upside down and the coins are falling out of his pocket. And it's like you feel like you're, I almost said losing your mind. So for some of you, you could feel that way. But I feel like it's like a sacrifice. Like you're having to give something up in order to gain something else. All right, the infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. That's the challenge or obstacle. So in other words, that could be what you're looking for. That could be what you're trying to gain, abundance, right? But right now, it's not here, Virgo. It's in your challenge or obstacle. And there's something about all the family members, like everybody working together. Maybe people aren't working together. Maybe that's why you need to go to like a different place, right? There's that Seven of Swords energy. Again, watch your back type of energy. Eight of Wands, sudden information and quick changes. And Seven of Cups, be cautious of your choices. Be cautious because remember, some of these have the fire breathing dragon and the other one has a victory. So you have to be very cautious when you're choosing. It could be that you're needing to be very cautious where you're going, where you're headed. Get ready for new horizons is lesson learned. But I do feel because this full moon is here, this is something that's happening to you right now. This has actually only happened a couple of times through, this is what, the earth signs. So we've already done fire, we've already done water signs, we have air signs tomorrow. But it's like, for the most part, it seems like we are all implementing with this Libra full moon lunar eclipse. Remember, guys, the Libra moon comes twice a year. I've said it several times this week. It's like everybody's like, oh my gosh, Libra full moon. Oh my gosh, relationships. Guys, we do this twice a year, every year. Now, yes, this is an eclipse, and yes, the South Node is in Libra, so this eclipse is even more powerful, right? But this is not something that is new to us. It's not something that's unexpected. We reflect on our relationships twice a year, every year, right? So I think what's happening here is we're just going through this spiritual awakening. We've gained so much knowledge, and it's like now we're starting to finally implement that knowledge, that wisdom, right? All right, get ready for new horizons. So what I'm getting, Virgo, is that you held on to something or someone for a very long time. Maybe they weren't working with you. Maybe they were stopping you from being able to receive your own abundance. Maybe they cost you too much. I don't know. But it's like you let that energy go and you take a different direction. That's going to be that eclipse energy too. King of Wands, be confident in yourself. The King of Cups, ooh, interesting. That's my clue card for Divine Masculine. Page of Swords. Oh, somebody's watching. Page of Swords is the creepy stalker guy, right? The quiet guy that is too scared to speak up. King of Wands, be confident in yourself and how you feel about a Divine Masculine, or how you control your emotions around this Divine Masculine, right? Wondrous Universe, Walk in Beauty is giving me this energy of the astrology. So there's going to be something about the Libra full moon lunar eclipse that is the outcome. And you see it in a way where it's like, oh, I'm so glad that happened. So I was able to do this thing, right? So we have Page of Wands coming out. Page of Wands is baby steps. It says you don't have to take these big giant leaps. You can take small steps at a time. Page of Cups is here. Page of Cups could be a small offer. It could also be an I'm sorry. And then Queen of Wands is here. Queen of Wands and King of Wands. So we do have a pair. It's not my favorite pair, right? So my favorite pair would be the King and Queen of Cups, right? But it's going to be the King and Queen of Wands. So it's be very confident in your abilities. Confident in your abilities, and you may need to show some kindness here, especially if someone apologizes, right? Six of Wands is on the bottom. Six of Wands is a victory. All right, so Pisces energy coming out strongly for Virgo. Guidance, I'm gonna do the Blessed Be. I messed it up for Taurus, so I'm gonna try not to mess it up for Virgo. Let's do just one. Oh, look at that. Look at that. A blessing of forgiveness, a blessing on a home is on the bottom. I actually read the blessing on forgiveness earlier. I got it for myself. All right, look, and then I opened right up to it. Are you ready, Virgo? A blessing to be able to be free of the burden of grudges and vengeance. A prayer to help you open up to the blessings that is forgiveness. It says forgiveness is a tricky beast. And yes, for all it is a gentle word, it is a great beast, forgiveness. For when we seek to forgive, we must wrestle with the wrongdoing that lies at the heart of our resistance to let go of the pain we are holding on to. Look at those confirmations from Spirit. Have mercy. All right, Virgo, I'm going to close it out. Moonology Oracle. This is going to help with your thoughts and emotions. Definitely stuck in your head. We picked that up with that hanged man energy. If you feel, Virgo, like you can't stop thinking about it, like you can't get them out of your head, like you are struggling to forgive them, you're stuck in the head space, right? You're stuck in the head space. So you need to move to the heart space. And it's really easy. You could just close your eyes and visualize that ball of energy. Remember, I say it's always a ball of energy. It doesn't matter. You can make it whatever color you want. Some people say make it whatever color, whatever area it's at. It doesn't matter. Mine's always white. I don't care, right? And you have this ball of energy. You're just going to visualize that ball of energy moving through your chakras, right? Move it down through the head space, down into the third eye, down to your throat chakra, down to your heart space, and then hold it there. See how quiet your mind got? Just like that, right? It's that easy. I want to say it's just your thoughts, but I mean, there's a lot of emotion. The thing that you're thinking about is all this fire energy, so it's passionate and it has you like riled up, right? All right, so we have you're very close to achieving your goal. It's the gibbous moon. Look at that. A fiery climax approaches. It's full moon in Aries. Now, remember, this is full moon in Libra. We do have that new moon in Aries coming on April 8th, which is going to bring this like closure to this eclipse that we're having right now on the 25th, right? This is like the precursor to what's coming on April 8th, and that is a solar eclipse in Aries. You are good enough. Look at that, full moon in Virgo. All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Virgo. I hope that reading was helpful. If it was, guys, tap that like button for me. I'm going to clean up really quickly, and it looks like we have Capricorn next. Tabarino. Hello. Will my life purpose bestowed upon me, will it be a painful road? You know what, Tabrina, if you hang out, we have Capricorn next. Sometimes at the end of these lives, I offer some free readings. So if you hang out, we can pull some cards for you for sure, for sure. So it feels like for Taurus, we got some moon energy and we definitely got some retrograde energy, right? And it looks like for Virgo, it's more Libra lunar eclipse and that Aries solar eclipse. So that was interesting. So let's see what we get for Capricorn. Tabrino, I imagine that's why you're here. Yeah. You're just here for confirmation. So if you stay, I will most likely give you some right here after at the end. I find it interesting because I'm on this side of the screen, right? So I get to see all of you guys, and I've been able to see all of you guys follow your intuition here for the last 3 years that we've been doing PLR, right? So it's like there's times where it's like I know that there's someone here for a very specific reason, right? All right, I'm almost ready. All right, Capricorn, let's do 103. Let's wait for it. 53. All right, Capricorn, March 24th through March 30th. So I was just saying we have some Libra moon energy on the 25th. It is the eclipse. We do have the South Node in Libra, so it's not just any eclipse. It's not just any full moon, not just any eclipse, right? We also have this Mercury retrograde. We're in the shadow period, so I've been picking up on some of that energy. This Mercury retrograde is in Aries. Guys, I was born with Mercury in my Aries. I did a reading for one of you guys earlier today. I'm not going to say who. She loves me. That's all that matters. But she was like, I love when you yell at me. And I was like, oh my gosh, did I yell at her in that video? I most likely probably did. That's going to be that Mercury and Aries. Mercury and Aries. So yes, remember, retrogrades, an opportunity. It's an opportunity to revisit that planet's energy. A lot of times with retrogrades, we get like the X's returning, we get like delays. Technology doesn't want to work right? That's me. Me and Mercury, it's like technology the whole way. But I feel like that's been kind of popping its head up, so it's very possible that it comes into this reading too. And then Capricorn too, the solar eclipse has been popping in. So the solar eclipse a little bit ahead, right? Remember, guys, we're always a week ahead. So if you're looking like what happened this week, that's going to be over on our YouTube channel under the live tab, right? You can always go check it out, check my accuracy, right? But we're always a week ahead, and I feel like some of this Aries energy is like trying to push in even before we're even in like Aries energy, right? Now, by the time March 25th is here, the 24th through the 30th, that is, we are officially in Aries energy. So Aries is very impatient energy. I feel like I'm the most impatient person I know. All right, unleash your creativity, Capricorn. So it's like you have the tools, but you don't know how to use them. You don't know when to use them. It could have something to do with divine timing. Alchemy is here. It says like the shit has hit the fan is what it says. And it says that everything is kind of like burnt down. You're just kind of sitting in the ashes and you're trying to figure out like where the bleep you're supposed to go from here. All right. Pretty direct. The thing that going for you right now, Capricorn, is you have the tools. You have the tools in your hand, and it's divine timing. Like it's time to do something. It's time to go to work. It's time to put the pieces together. It's time to use your creativity. Creativity is something that's given to us by spirit so that we can follow our purpose. Think about it. If you sing, that's your creativity. If you draw, that's your creativity. If you like to read tarot on YouTube and make pretty pictures, that's my creativity. You see what I'm saying? And you use your creativity to follow your purpose. It's almost like you're trying to figure out what your purpose is or how you can use your creativity to follow your purpose. All right, Capricorn, I just want to say I'm glad that you're trying to follow purpose. That is the goal, right? All right, so watching the clouds, lie back, rest, and relax is in your challenge or obstacle. So in other words, you can't sit still. You're trying to figure something out. You have this tool, this wrench. You see it in her hand. It's like she doesn't know, where am I supposed to put it? What am I supposed to do with it? See how she's holding her head? Like, where am I going? What is this for, right? I feel like you could be a person, Capricorn, that maybe for a while here, you've kind of been taking it easy. You haven't been making any big moves. And it's like that's the challenge or obstacle now. It's like now you kind of have to get up and make the move that maybe you're not sure how to make, right? All right, so let's look at lesson learned. We have unknown territory. You're exactly where you need to be. I feel like this is actually something that's happening right now. So for some of you, you could actually physically be moving. Like when I was saying something about making the move, I could see people like putting stuff in boxes and like, you know, toting it out. So some of you could physically be moving to like a new location and you've never been there before. Maybe you feel uncomfortable. You don't know where nothing's at, right? It's that type of energy with this card. I was watching MJ not too long ago and she was talking about how this gave her like Aquarius energy, right? Like this is like you're coming into the unknown, right? And this is what's happening to us right now. We had that big transit, and it's very much like the, you know, it's Aquarius, the what do we call it? The age of Aquarius, right? So it is that type of energy, and it's all about like new technology, new ascension, expansion, awakenings. It's like all this new stuff, right? And it just it doesn't mean that we're not doing what we're supposed to be doing. It just means that this is all new to us. It's all new to us. And that's kind of the energy that I'm getting, Capricorn. It's like you could feel like you don't know where anything's at. It's kind of like, you know how this is a little bit of a man joke, and I'm not trying to piss anybody off. But women, we tend to make these types of jokes sometimes, okay? But it's like, you know, have you guys ever had a relationship with a person? I guess it could be man or woman, I guess. Let's not pinpoint which one. But you ever like been in a relationship with somebody where like they lay their stuff around everywhere and then you go clean up and you put things like where they go and they freak out. It's like, where's my stuff? Why'd you move my stuff? And you're like, well, I just tried to clean it up for you. I just tried to make it like orderly so you could, you know, see it. Well, now I don't know where it's at. So I know where it's at when it's all clustered, messed up, and laid out everywhere, right? It's giving me that type of energy, definitely. All right, let's do the outcome. Outcome for Capricorn. We have crossing bridges. It's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. Grace and gratitude is on the bottom. Through gratitude, joy expands. So you are going to have gratitude for something. We've seen that alchemy card, and it's like, it talks about how everything's burnt down around her and she's sitting in the ashes trying to figure out like where's the positive in the situation. But if you notice, she has something in her hands. And it's like she's found something. She may not know what to do with it, just like the tool, right? Like just the creativity, may not know what to do with it, but she has it. She's thinking on it. She knows that she's supposed to do something with it, right? With the crossing bridges card, I feel like what you're supposed to be doing at this time is healing and releasing. Healing and releasing. I know it says connecting and mending there in the middle, but right now Spirit's telling me that what Capricorn needs to be doing is healing and releasing. All right, so the Gilded Tarot, I'm going to look at Unleash Your Creativity. It is less, it's going to be your energy of the week, but I feel like there's something about your creativity that it's like you already know what talent you have, like what skill you have, but you're not sure what to do with it. What to do with it. The Seven of Swords coming back out. Did it come out for all three earth signs? I'm not sure about Taurus, but it may have come out for all three now. And the Seven of Swords is, so normally it's the deceit card. Normally it's like someone's lying. But if you actually look at the meaning to the Seven of Swords, he's not lying. Actually was, it talks about how this man is in this camp, right? And there's this camp next to him. And the camp next to him has all these killers, all these bad guys, and they all have swords. And right now they're sleeping, but their plan when they wake up is to come over to this man's camp, the guy that you always see with all the swords that everybody calls a liar. It's like he's going over and sneaking over while they're sleeping, and he steals all of their swords. Not to be a thief, not to be a liar, not to be a whatever. He's doing it to protect himself. He's doing it to protect himself. Capricorn, you could have taken an action or done something in a, I almost said hasty. I mean, it doesn't matter. But it's like you did it because you were trying to protect yourself. King of Wands is here. King of Wands is about your own confidence, and Nine of Cups and getting the things that you want. You could be also like keeping your plans to yourself, Capricorn. Like maybe you're not telling people what it is that you want or what action you plan on take to getting what you want. All right, let's look at watching the clouds, lie back, rest, and relax. This is your challenge or obstacle, and I did get this energy for some of you, Capricorn, like maybe you've been in this energy and you haven't actually been taking action. So Spirit's like, you're going to have to get up and you're going to have to get moving, right? I feel like that's what it is, because where you're going is like this unknown territory. So it's almost like you're procrastinating. Is that it? Are you procrastinating, Capricorn? All right, so we have the Hermit, Virgo energy. It is giving me like this slow moving energy. Queen of Swords, your walls are high, boundaries. And then Ace of Cups is here, overflow of emotion. Your walls could be high because of a Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is someone who's very harsh with her words. Ace of Cups could be overflow of emotion. All right, unknown territory, you're exactly where you need to be. 10 of Wands flew out. 10 of Wands is heavy burdens on your shoulders. So it says that you're putting too much weight on yourself. Like you're putting too much stress on yourself. We have the Wheel of Fortune, and that's time to change, right? Like it's time, things start to bend in your favor. And we have 7 of Wands. It's time to protect yourself. It's time to protect yourself and have healthier boundaries. All right, crossing bridges. Again, I feel like, I know it says that it's time for healing, connecting, mending, and releasing. And all of that is very true. But I feel like Spirit saying, Capricorn, right now, it's time for healing and releasing. Time for healing and releasing. All right, so Page of Swords, again, someone's watching but fearful to communicate. 4 of Wands, it is giving me a little bit of twin energy. 11-11 from foundation, financial security, maybe trying to manifest something or bring something in. 2 of Cups, equal partnership, soulmate energy. All right, so we have Virgo coming out strongly. Sagittarius with that Jupiter energy and the Wheel of Fortune. All right, Capricorn, let's do guidance. And I'm using the Blessed Be Oracle. We have a blessing to bring clarity, and it's number 35. Ew, that's so weird. I just found a message card in the book. It's the I Remember. Pretty interesting, right? All right. A blessing to bring clarity. A blessing to disperse the muddied waters of the mind and the heart, allowing the purity of what can be seen clearly to guide you. We move through our lives often knowing not quite what to do. I said that, right? Like you have the tool, but you don't know what to do with it. Talk about confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. It says there are mysteries that are good and fine to experience, and others which seem merely to be obtuse and confusing. And with this blessing, you will begin now to know the difference. All right, Moonology Oracle to close it out for Capricorn. The next card was a blessing for a fresh start, 34 and 35. How interesting, right? All right, Capricorn, I feel like you've went through something pretty challenging. I feel like I'm surprised. Do we not? We've seen the Hermit. I feel like I'm talking to someone who's in going through spiritual awakening, probably having dark night of the soul. It could be a Queen of Swords that is the most challenging energy for you. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But it's someone who they've said something to you. It's something about her words. Something about her words is causing overflow of emotion. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. There's some twin energy. A time to give rather than take, Capricorn. It's new moon in Virgo. And luck is on your side. It's new moon in Sagittarius. And we did see that Wheel of Fortune was all about good luck and good fortune, right? All right, I'm going to leave it right there, Capricorn. I hope that reading was helpful. If it was, guys, tap that like button for me. And this is it. This is where I'm going to offer some free readings here at the end. So I'm just going to clean up really quickly. All right. Let me grab some tarot. Um, All right, Tabrino. Let me know if you have a specific question or if you just want me to pull some general guidance and see what Spirit has to say. Guys, if there's anyone else who hung out, let me know. Let me know in the comments. And don't forget, we're going to be back tomorrow night for the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. I'm not sure what I'm doing this weekend, guys. I haven't made any plans. I am supposed to be preparing to get my butt back to work, right? So I may take this weekend off. But I have been wanting to do some music and tarot. So we may do a music and tarot night either Friday or Saturday night. So for those of you that are new, make sure you hit that subscribe button and then also make sure your bell notification is hit to all. I'm going to recommend that everybody go check that. Guys, we added the Google ads and our I don't pay attention to watch time anymore because now that we're monetized, like it doesn't matter, like they can't take it away, right? Like it's ours now. We made it, yay. But I can tell the difference in view count. So I feel like notifications probably aren't going out. Every once in a while, YouTube likes to throw us out of the algorithm. So a way to help us get back into the algorithm is go watch any old videos that you may have missed. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button, comment in there, share, all that good stuff. And hopefully it'll catch us again. Luckily, we stream on 3 different platforms, so it's not always up to YouTube, right? All right, so Tabrino says we'd like some general guidance. All right, so we do have the spring equinox here. We also have, this moon energy coming in, and then of course we're purple LunaRose tarot. So we're gonna pull some Queen of the Moon out. And then I'll clarify a little bit with the Tarot of the Sweet Twilight. Let's see what Spirit wants Tabrino to know. Right after I get this drink of tea. Sorry. All right, here we go. Hope whatever it is, it's confirmation, whatever you needed, whatever you're drawn here for, right? We're on a pretty specific type of spiritual awakening journey here. So for the most part, people are drawn for a pretty specific reason. All right. So I'm getting like a vision of a person. Should I just describe the person? Is it a woman? And is there like light features, like light hair, light color? The blue is sticking out to me. It's like maybe blue. There's something like maybe blue eyes. I don't know. It's really specific. All right, I need one more. No. All right. Okay, ready? Here goes. So you got the darkness card. It's the long night moon. It's a pretty big clue card, right? It's very possible that you're experiencing like long, what do they call it? Dark night of the soul type of energy. And then you have the hunger card here. You have number 40 and 29, so the numbers could be significant. But the hunger card says that we have 2 wolves, right? So it's like, which wolf are you going to feed? All right, so the darkness card, you see that rabbit right here on the side, and it's like, it looks uneven, right? He's walking down this dark path. It is the like long night, dark moon thing, you know what I'm saying, of the soul thing. And it's like as you get closer down this scary, kind of sketchy looking path, the moon kind of illuminates, right? And then it doesn't look so scary. And we learn about our shadow selves and we heal our darkness and yada, 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 right? So that's the path that you're on. But it always has looked very uneven to me. Like there's supposed to be two rabbits. There's supposed to be a partner. Oh, be like you're on this side and they're on this side, right? So it's like you're staring down this path and you're like, screw this. Why am I going down this path by myself? Like, where is this person at, right? Again, this is not an uncommon energy or like an uncommon card to get for those of us that are on this type of spiritual awakening journey that we're on over here, right? So the hunger card is like, you can look at this and be like, yes, you have to do something on your own right now, and you can get mad about it and you can get upset about it, you can be sad about it, and you can feed that wolf, right? But where does that get you? Or you can feed the wolf that says, I got this. I know there's purpose for this. I know there's a reason that I'm on this journey, I'm on this path, and there's something down here that is going to enlighten me and make me stronger, wiser, braver, so that I'm able to come into alignment with this partner. And then when I go down this path with her, I'm not just putting my crap on her, right? Like now it's two equal partners coming down the path together, right? So which wolf are you going to feed? All right, let's pull a little tarot. Maybe we can pick up on some signs. Let's look at the darkness card. All right, so Knight of Pentacles, look at that. Look at the path. See the path and the path? And Knight of Pentacles is being courageous enough to start a new journey. But here's the thing about the Knight of Pentacles that I've been learning here recently. It's like the Knight of Pentacles normally has, you know, that field in the background, but he hasn't planted any seeds yet. So there's something about like you've been thinking about doing some work. Maybe you've been thinking about doing some shadow work, something like that, but you actually haven't like dove in. And if you have dove in, like there's more to go, right? Pentacles, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right, which wolf you're gonna feed? Oh, look at that. The Two of Cups comes out. It's like, which wolf are you going to feed? So this is where you're constantly thinking of this person. And I just want to say, look at the picture of the person. Like she just seems like it's lighter. The colors are lighter. We also have Queen of Wands is here. Like, be confident in this situation. Be confident in what you know about this Two of Cups, about this partnership, about these romantic feelings that you have, right? All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope that was helpful. All right, guys, that's it. So remember, tomorrow, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I am going to do it as a regular time. 8 p.m. So come in and join me this weekend. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to do some music and tarot. So make sure that you have your little notification bell hit to all, right? If you missed any of the lives, go check them out. I did that Divine Masculine Communication issue, Celtic Cross, a couple days ago. And then I did the Divine Feminine. So we balanced them out, right? The Divine Feminine Celtic Cross was all about like starting new beginnings and starting a new path. We posted that today. So go check those out for me under the live tab YouTube channel. Make sure to hit the thumbs up button for me. And thank you, Tabrino. Thank you. If the message hit home or pulled those heartstrings, make sure to hit that subscribe button, right? All right, I'll see everyone tomorrow evening. Thank you to all my moderators who came in and helped today. I love you ladies so very much. I appreciate you. And I'm always, always sending all of you abundant love and light on your journey. Have a good night, everyone.